Hi guys, and today I am back with a look at the Bachmann Pannier tank. This is an X, one from an X set, so it doesn't have a box, so I do apologise about that. As you can see, it's in the London Transport livery, and it looks very fetching, I must say. So yeah, let's take a look at the loco in detail. As you can see here at the back of the bunker, it has brake hose fitted, and I believe it has sprung buffers. It also has the lamp hooks and stuff for your equipment, and then it has that lovely L.97 crisply painted on. It has separately applied handrails at the top of the bunker, and as you can see down near the cab as well, and it has a handrail at the top of the roof. That's I'm guessing to clean it. As we move round to the cab side, it has a yellow lining around the cab, and again the L97 is applied to the fin part of the cab. It also has lots of rivets along the bunker, and it has some steps and handles, all separately applied. And even on the steps into the cab, it is yellow lined as well, which is nice. As we look into the cab, there is no what's the word? There is no cab detail to speak of, but it's there, but it just needs painting. If we look underneath the tanks, you can see some pipe work which is moulded, and the coal doesn't look too bad. As we move just past the cab, you got all this separate handrail, you got all these rails applied. The only thing I don't like about it is the is it safety valves or something? It is moulded red, and you can see I think a mould line on that as well, which is not great, but still very nice. You have yellow trim around the toolbox, and the rods are red, which is very fetching. The brake rods were separately already applied when I got the loco, and there is a fine yellow trim going from the front of the buffer all the way to the back buffer. And now onto the front. It has rivets all underneath the smoke box door, and it also has two steps either side for the crew. There's rivets along the running board as well, and it has a NEM coupling. I also have another pannier tank in the Railway Children's livery, as you can see here. I will be reviewing that at some point in the near future. The GW class 5700 or 57xx is a steam class locomotive of a 060 reel arrangement pannier tank. They were built between 1929 and 1950. 863 were built, making them the most prolific class of Great Western locomotives. Although they were designed as a light goods shunting engine, they were also used for branch line work, suburban and short mainline journeys. Although the pannier class is not as glamorous as the King or the Castles or the Manors, they are an icon of the Great Western Railway As a result of the 1955 modernisation plan, the class 57xx was withdrawn from the BR services between 1956 and 1966. 19 were withdrawn locomotives were sold to the London Transport and Industrial, of which were later preserved, along with 6 that were saved from scrap. The designer of the class was Charles Collett. The builders were Swindon. They built 613 of them. Armstrong and Whiteworth built 25. W.G. Bagnall built 50. Peacock and Co. 25. Kerry Stewart 25. North British Locomotive 100. Yorkshire Engineers and Co. built 25. They have 2 inside cylinders. The valve gear is a Stevenson type and is side valves. Train heating is steam. The loco brakes were steam. The train brakes were vacuum. I have 2 lots of history on the loco I looked at. So I'm going to give you both. I'm not sure which one is right. This is of the London livery one. It says the number is 97. The BR number is 7749. It was built in 1930. The date it went to London Transport was 1962. The date it was withdrawn from London Transport was 1970, and it was scrapped. Here is the other information I have on the same locomotive. Obviously the Great Western number is the same, it's 7749, and it's a 57xx class by Collett. It was built in 1930 at the North British Locomotive Company in Glasgow. The shed codes are the 1948 one is 82A Bristol Bath Road, and then the last one is 82B St Philip's Marsh. It was withdrawn on the 30th of the 9th, 1962. This it was disposed at Steelbreakers and Co in Chesterfield, and then it says sold, and it says deposit date was the 31st of the 1st, 1970. That's all the information I can give you. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Just a few fun facts on the class. In fiction, number 5775 of the was Railway Children locomotive, obviously as you saw in my pictures, and in May 2014 it was removed to the locomotive, the National Rail Museum, for cosmetic work, and then the same locomotive was featured in the last of the summer wines in series 7, and obviously you have Duck in Thomas and Tank and Friends, which is pretty famous locomotive itself, and that was number 5741. And then the last little bit of information I have here is number 5764 appeared in several times in the 1976 BBC adaptation of Charles Dickens' short ghost story The Signal Man. So yeah, that's some fun information there, something different. So yeah, some slow speed running now, and then we'll just put on some stock, and there might be a few surprises in stock. Well, for me anyway, I don't know about you lot, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. this is a new way of trying to review. Please let me know what you think to it. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you have any feedback at all, please let me know, and I shall catch up with you soon with a running session or review. I don't know yet. Take care and God bless. Bye.